are gathered today, me and Mickey have been looking at the pyramid, but it's quite incredible that when we watch this person climb up the pyramid, it's actually quite ropey. There's nothing special walking up there. In fact, there looks like blocks of concrete. Some of it looks like it could be poured stuff. You said that the person who's looked at it said it's melted together.
Yeah, like you know, burnt, melted. Yeah, something happened there, isn't it?
Yeah, and then what it is when he starts going up, but what it is we're going to watch a video in a minute. I left it in because the views are great, the things he's seeing, and also we're going to go to it in a moment. The last part of this little bit here, I'm going to go to it in a moment, Mickey. But what it is Mickey's been watching this video where he goes up and he sees bricks. And then we were going to make a bit of a video about it anyway, but when we looked at the first video with him going up, there was no bricks. There's no bricks in the video.
It's like, from the time I saw it a few years back, it was like, I saw them bricks, kept it in mind. And there's this thing here, it's popped up again.
And what's your thoughts with the bricks then? That there was holes there?
Well, why are they there? Are they like shafts or? But the thing is, I'm finding that the bricks are as old as the thing itself. You know, it's just
But Mickey, have you noticed anything? Have you noticed anything at all at this picture? What it is on anything that you really want to look at, there's a blur on it, isn't there? On the video.
Yeah, just a slight, yeah.
A blur on it, so it makes the bricks and some of the bricks a little bit hard to see, but there are more bricks there.
They are there.
But when we look at anything, you know, when we went down Devon and they went down the steps to this thing was like going down the side of a pyramid, but it was underground. Do you remember?
Yeah.
It was one kind of stone, another kind of stone, and brick.
Stone, dark stone brick.
What have we got here? Look, we've got this.
We're getting into that stage, aren't we?
This.
Like it's poured.
Like concrete, stone, and brick. It's the same issue here. There's this, this, and this.
No, that one just on the bottom right there. It's like it's smooth as anything.
And he climbed up there, which is hard to do today. And on his way down, he was put in jail for a couple of days. So I don't recommend you do it yourself, but if anybody wants to, please take pictures and video, and I'll be glad to take copies of them from you, because they're really important. Oh, and one thing, I don't know if you can see it in this picture, but you've always asked me, from the other corner of this structure, where you can see the third pyramid, which you can't see here because the second pyramid is blocking it, you can also see what, from the top of there, really looks like a fourth pyramid, even though it's about 1/4 the size of the third of the structures. So when you're looking at it, you got the one structure, you see the other structure, then you got the other one, and then there's one like that. And it really looks like there's 4 structures. But like I said, this one is about 1/4 the height of that one. And these ones are half the height of the other 2. So I do not believe there was ever a 4th larger structure on the plateau.
Oh, it's looking there.
Yeah, who did it? Because it is the same problem that we've got with all the other things.
Like the Freemasons with their brick walls. You know, with their pyramids, the love of the pyramid. The Freemasons doing it, putting their mark on it.
Didn't go far enough. Now he's at the top, so let's go back a tiny bit. One more back. Right as he cusps it, you can see that there is a ring, 9 stones around the outside with 1 stone in the center. So it goes 9 stones, then 1 stone in the center. It goes right to a point. The other 2 structures don't come to a point. Each of them is kind of leveled at the top. One of them being 9 foot square. You can see right there. That's the one top stone. The other one right here comes to a 9 foot thing, and you can't see the first structure because it's behind this one from where we are here, and it goes to the spot where it's 40 feet by 40 feet, 39 feet by 39 feet to be technical. And looking down, this right here is the one that from the top like it's maybe 100 feet further, but because it's right next to it, it looks like you're going bing, 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 when really it's next to it. So it's a semi-optical illusion. And I can understand how somebody in the 1800s climbed up there and looked across it can say, oh yeah, there are 4 pyramids, 4 very distinct pyramids, when really there are 3 very distinct and one that optically looks like a 4th one. You can see how that one is also very well shaped. That one is very well shaped. And the one at the base of the Great Giza Pyramid that we are going to be looking inside of shortly, it is also very well shaped. You can't see it from here. We'll look at that. Actually, we can look at that here on a map. I'll go really quick. If my computer works with me. And we're going to look at satellite view, which I really think are air balloons. But this guy right here is also fairly very well shaped. All the other ones are not. They're truncated or halved or things of that nature. And we can get into why, I believe, as we peruse the system. But am I on the wrong side? I need to be above the system here. Looks like I'm in a... Sure, go ahead. Well, you know, that really goes into the technicality of what do you call a pyramid? Because there are the things in the like down in South America, they like to call them pyramids. I mean, where do you draw the line as to what's a pyramid and what isn't a pyramid? Here, you can see it right there, the third structure. And somehow there was a way I was able to get that little Google guy where I had a really clear image of it the other day. Of course, he's not falling where I want him to fall right now. To get the, see, I'm behind something, so you can't see. I wish I could climb up on top of here. Maybe I just did. Now, see, I got this one other structure in the way. There is a spot. Oh, there it is. Okay, that one is much more defined as being a structure than this one here, which when you look at it, it's halved and it has a fairly flat top. It doesn't come to a point. And then this one here is actually at a lower elevation, and it is at the elevation of this coarseness right here, where this one, if you look at, is at the elevation of this coarseness right there. And I don't think any of those are by mistake. This coarseness, and this coarseness, you can even see the delineation between those, and they echo through the 3 structures.
Yeah, sorry about all the break-ins. Every time YouTube says it's all copyrighted when it isn't, but we're obviously saying the right things because we're showing that the pyramids are full of bricks.
Here you have a hole, basically, and a thing going down here.
Yeah, you have your 2 what they like to call boat wells. And what I like to point out is one of them, the one to the south, has ramps in it, and the one to the north has teeth. This is the one to the north.
Yeah.
Teeth, which would be if you had something which was pulling on a door or a spillway door, the ramps. So the one digs into the spillway, and it rides up the ramps, and the water actually flows out across the bottom of the spillway as opposed to over the top, because the top of the spillway they want to keep level, and the bottom of the spillway needs to flow across the bismuth so that the entire complex is separated from natural ground and natural earth and natural frequencies. Like I said, that's the Faraday rod or the Faraday ring for the entire complex. And that is how I see the complex.
Yeah, interesting. This is that one is, yeah, on the south side.
And if you notice, right, and if you notice, it would be that something would be pulled towards the other one and would ride up. And if it rode up, it would lift it a little bit off the ground, which would allow the water to spill out from underneath it.
So that was an old part of an old hangout that we'd had. But this whole plateau, you can see it's how organised it is. And there you go, what a brilliant, he's done something to his picture to highlight what he's looking at up there. Most amazing. Most amazing. Look what they've done to this one.
Buried one.
In there, and look completely out of place, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not.
Why didn't they just put
Been
something
buried.
straight across? Why do they have to have that thing sort of sticking out? That is most bizarre. Was that bit with the... So we're now looking at another climber going up the pyramid. It just looks like rubble, doesn't it, Mickey?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a bit delayed there. But anyway, and also when we were looking at it, you know, they say this bit you can fit a card in there. I don't see that. This thing is full of holes, and if it rained, it would flood. Oh, right, sorry, it's not the second one, it's the first one. And he's going up to with the antenna. Sorry, wrong one. But he doesn't show the bricks, does he? Somebody is being cut out of this video, the bricks.
Yeah. Maybe sadly.
Yeah, so that made us want to even more make this video. But
Yeah.
it's because of the music. They're using the fact of the music. So they've had to break in and change things, but still show you. But we're just amending it, unfortunately or fortunately. Well, they keep having to break in because of YouTube. But what it is we just looked at someone else's video, and we've got this. What do you call it, Mickey?
Wow. It's Creepy Reaper. Yeah. Because I know there's another pyramid that has a metal structure on it. Like
Ooh.
pyramid shape.
Mickey, look at those names there. Look.
Loud. Yeah.
Should we just zoom in a little bit?
I think even Graham Hancock's granddad's name's carved up there on this pyramid here that we're looking at. Yeah. They're on top of.
Let's just have a quick look.
It's like from the wall, you know.
Oh, I can't make it out.
Need a 1080.
It's like it's something. It's quite a lot of names then, really.
Numbers here.
Yeah. Okay, well I can't, but we can see that there's something there, but it's always like that.
There were soldiers in the Second World War, wasn't it? Napoleon.
There's the rebar.
Yeah,
let's have the antenna here. No, let's have it here. No, let's have it there.
Keep the structure together, isn't it? Yeah? Stop it falling off from the top.
There you go, Mickey.
Wind blows.
There you go. Mickey's delight. Let's zoom in on him. Right, yes. Oh, more, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was by accident, because I meant to go the other way. There's two more there.
They're rusty. But even this bit here behind him.
There's something else there as well.
You see here, But this one with the carve. See this here? It's like it's almost carved in the corner on this. It's a lot more solid right in the centre. Yeah. So yet again. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, we were looking at this. It's like they're bent. What is that one thing? Look, and it's.
Yeah, yet again, it's a strap.
And then why would they
keep them together? Yeah.
Oh right, okay.
They're like the last one.
Yeah.
So you had the steel binding to bind it together. But how old's that? You see what I'm saying? How old's that binding? You know, did they have that at the beginning to know that they had to bind it together? Or is it a pre-repair?
Got those there.
Yeah.
And that one there.
This is why they won't let you up there, because you will find it. But this is what I say, if you get eyes on the ground by finding these videos, you'll see it.
Yeah, oh yes.
You can. Yeah, this is our eyes on the ground. It's how you have to search. If you don't search and look, you won't find it. So everyone do it.
There you go, look.
It's like belly, isn't it?
But you still can't make out quite what it is. You can read.
Need to get on a 1080. If it goes into it. Got a VB there. Or V8. But yeah. So pretty like the war days.
But you can never understand it properly, but you can see the letters there. We've been talking about these letters, even if they're written up there, but quite often they're in the footage anyway.
There's some hieroglyphs on top, but we haven't seen those yet.
Look at that. I would like to see that. Take a picture of me with a pyramid behind me. There's the little one there.
Yeah. The easy one to climb.
Yes, and they were waiting for him, but look, so we were looking, look at that, and here, look.
Come down, we want to get
We are going to arrest you.
But you in jail for a year.
Managed to get his video out though, didn't he?
Yeah. Give me $1, I'll let you out.
So congrats on getting his video out. Didn't quite look so rubbly. But I suppose it does look a bit rubbish, because look at all that all fallen. Can't really tidy it up, I suppose. We're just getting to this picture that comes up right at the, there you go, look at that.
To me. We'll put a bit here, a bit there.
Look at that though, obviously. Look at it all. I thought that was quite a good picture, but anyway, we're finishing this bit.
And climbs the Great Pyramid of Giza. Please don't do it.
So, where was I? This gentleman, Charles Brown, had his own vision of what the structures were. However, I think he took very awesome photos and did a lot of research. Now, a couple of photos that he did that are very awesome are not the one I was looking for. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh, here's another picture without a human line of that opening, and again you can see the four parts, and you can see how that area is actually into the. Now what that's doing is you got this straight wall, and you've got a point that sticks out of the wall. Now anybody who's worked with static electricity knows that that point is going to, if you're working with like a box, I'm sure you've seen where people put a box and then they put a piece of cellophane across the top, and then you rub it with a cloth and make that box a collector of static electricity. It's not like a Leyden jar. There's another name for it, but I don't know it off the top of my head. If you put like a penny in there, or a freestanding little four-sided die, one of your Dungeons and Dragons things, or anything like that, the anomaly, the deviation from the side will create the static electricity to use that as a focal point. Just like the top of the pyramid, would be a focal point when you're doing the Leyden jar experiments. Oh, and this is what I was talking about, how this particular break in the wall there is the exact same elevation as this right here. So this protrudes down below it, and this protrudes down below it. That's much more relevant when we discuss the water elevation in there, and how, as the water would rise, it would choke off this opening, and as the water would recede, it would open it up to allow more air in. And you can also see the discoloration here where they've tried to clean it, but it's very evident from older pictures in the earlier 1900s how there's a lot of, I'll say, soot carbonation on here where a fire was taking place, where there was some sort of, and they like to say that people were burning stuff in there to create heat or whatever excuse they have. It doesn't stop the fact that right there was carbonation.
Mickey's still there and he's talking, but we've had so many problems just trying to show you the bricks. This guy's climbing, and in his video, it's the same video but a different video of it. The bricks are there, but you don't see it in the ones that they're producing now. But the bricks could be everywhere, couldn't they, Mickey? Every so many feet up, bricks. Down, 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 bricks. So it's not just blocks, it's bricks. And there's bricks inside. But anyway, it's coming to an end now, this bit. We've had to break in again and take the music off and change it up a bit and whatever we had to do. Oh, in the holes. It's full of holes.
Okay, here we're inside that structure. Okay, we're inside that you can't, they won't let you in there anymore. There are certain areas that they've made off limits. I could understand somebody falls into there. Maybe you get two kids in here doing things they shouldn't be doing, a couple of kids smoking reefer, you know, something like that. Out of sight, out of mind, because you're where you can't, people can't visually see you. People obviously graffiti, you know, things that they don't want done. So they have, you can't get into here anymore. So I thank goodness that this already existed. Now, one thing I was noticing the other day, this mark up here, if you had to picture this as a pool of water and these being two different pistons, I think this again is another image of some sort of communication. Now, when I say communication, they visually put things that were occurring into the structure. So you can see elevations, you can see how the water level here coincides with that top brick. The water level here coincides with that. And then you have another water level you can clearly see here that coincides with this thin layer right here where there's this thin step. Now, I didn't put those water levels there, and I didn't put the breaks there, and I obviously didn't put this stepped thing here. But I would put money that if you measured these and you took, like I said, you took elevation readings of how many feet above sea level this is, and then you compared that to the markings on the outsides of the structures and even the markings in front of the one we were just looking at, this guy here, that some of those are going to marry to the millimeter because they're marking and notating different elevations. And I think those elevations that they're marking and notating are going to be the water levels from inside the structure. Just like this right here, this step, which, where's that? I have a green image, if I can find it really quickly. I know it's green. I think they are just as they were. Again, if there were a level of sheetrock or gold or anything else on the outside of the structure, then the difference in coarseness of the elevations would become non sequitur. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. This right here, you can see these steps. Those steps in elevation, when you it's not scrolling up to where I want it to be. it's hard to see right down here. These steps that are in there, okay, they correlate to the elevations in the Great Giza Pyramid. Though that the base level here where it says the word chamber is at the same elevation as this right here. Now this is not to say that the guts inside the pyramid only take up the bottom 20% of the structure. The shafts that go to the edge, which they show here, go out at a slight angle. They actually go up at a very steep angle. And where they touch the outside of the pyramid is the elevation of the top of this structure. The top of this is where these touch the surface. I believe, and again, the only way to accurately verify this is if someone were to take one of your cell phones that show elevation and note each of these elevations and see where it compares to these elevations within the structure. And I think you'll find probably to the millimeter that they marry up because they were visually documenting different elevations that occur within the structure on the outside of the structure.
Bricks. That's what we see. There could be more bricks further down as well. So there's actually bricks all over it. Bricks. The photography's not that brilliant on some of it because it's got like a mask on it so you can't see them properly. But other people are now making posts of the bricks. Me and Mickey have broken back in because we couldn't work out which pyramid he was standing on to what he was seeing. The pyramid. What it is if you're on the end one or the little one, it's hidden. From the middle one hides either one.
Like an illusion, isn't it?
And then the little one is little, and nearly every picture you see of it, it is big when actually it is quite small. It's crazy to do that, Mickey. That is crazy. Just go and look at the pictures of the pyramids. Nearly every single one, they have them almost the same size. Why would they do that?
Well, there's something in it, isn't there?
Why would they do that? I just... But anyway... What it is we're having to break back in 100 times because YouTube don't like anything and they seem to copyright the whole video even though 3/4 of it was speaking. They put a song over it that doesn't exist. So we're having to break in again and make sure that nearly all the music is out. But what it is when we were doing it, we were like, the guy was up there and it's like, why can't we see the third pyramid? But that's why. See, these are the pictures that you're going to see. But the middle pyramid obscures either one the other end. But it's just a little anomaly that we saw. Because they always show you them next to each other. And like in that picture, the pyramids are almost the same size. But they're not, are they, Mickey?
No, it's just a perspective on the ground, isn't it? You know, from distance to height.
The one on the end is much smaller.
Oh, God, yeah.
Well, YouTube love to play around with everything. Even though I've got completely different music on there. Like, some of it is Scott Beckley and some of it isn't. They've all put it in. Nick, what's he doing? Oh, for God's sake.
Adverts.
We have to start. Yes. Even though we really wanted to emphasise this bit about bricks, YouTube seemed to have copyrighted the whole video, said it was Scott Berkeley, whatever his name is, but we put two different lots of music on, and his is copyright free, but they've decided to copyright everything because they're trying to cover us up, trying to say or show these anomalies that we're finding when we're just looking around it ourselves. And we haven't even been there. We're not saying we've got the answers to everything. We're just saying, so anyway, so Mickey and I were watching this guy here. It's a video from 7 years ago. So
Yeah, one of my old ones.
Yeah, thank you very much to him. And he was...
just a holiday maker.
Yeah,
Getting up there, the lucky bugger.
He seemed to get to the top. And he was slowing down at the top. Then he got some euphoria, and then he spent ages coming down, like he was going to, like maybe I was having a heart attack or something. Anyway, look at that. That's our first stop. Right, let's go back. What does that look like?
funny was, isn't it?
Yeah, look at this. What do you call this, Mickey?
Well, you'd think it was coral rock, wouldn't you? Coral rock, yeah. See? But, you know, people would say, melting or conglomerate, you know? Yet again, we're in that free type territory.
Hmm.
And yet, there's something on here that I need everyone to see.
Yes, we're getting to that bit in a minute.
It's very important.
So he's climbing up this stuff, and what it is, so
Conglomerate,
they
yeah.
see, like there, for instance, the pyramid goes out and round and out again, but you don't see it like that from down below, do you?
You'll see what it is.
Some of these stones really sort of stick out as an angle, and some of them, like, they look like a rock cut, but they almost have an overhang when you're looking down, don't they, Mickey?
Yes, they do, Karen.
That's what we saw on this video. But on the other hand,
they're like
he
that.
says, I mean, I've
Like
cut it
piano
out
keys.
because it's his video and we're just borrowing a few minutes just to
Two snippets.
show his magnificent find when he's climbing up these pyramids. All credit goes to this person here.
Literally.
It's just a load of rubbish. He even says it's covered in rubble. That's what his video says, and he's the person that climbed it.
Yeah.
But it looks like
100%.
that. This is what we said before. It looks. See here, look. I mean, it just looks like a building site gone wrong.
Mm.
Look at this. What is it? This bit's hanging out, and in a minute,
These are the bits I love.
you're gonna. Here it is. Right, Mickey. So we've got this bit here.
I don't know if they can
They're
see
going
it.
back. That's kind of overhanging out without any problems. It's not being held in with very much. It's stuck there. And then you've got this piece of metal.
Well, can you tell what it is yet? Yeah, as you see, it's this slim. You know, it's like the banding metal that you band things around to keep them tight together. And as you see here, it's right inside. So you tell me what is going on there, please, somebody. And it's even got the screw holes for, yeah. So if someone can help me on that one, I'll be much obliged. Saw it 7 years ago and just thought of it tonight. And there it is.
Oh, so these you mean, what they're for?
Yeah, it's still banding. To band things together to hold
Yes,
them.
but why can't we see any more when he's going up?
Probably rotted away or fallen away. Yeah, probably in that certain spot.
Oh, what, when they made these, they stuck these things in?
Once it was made, yeah. So it can't be made that long ago. Can it? Anybody? Because there'll be bigger blocks behind that because it's fallen away. It's exposing what was there. What is there?
But we've only seen one.
Yeah. And I saw two on top, didn't I?
What it is this could be a magnificent find, but don't run away, because, you know, it could just be a mending of some
Could
kind.
even be an electrical rod, but not for lighting.
Or the sensor.
You tell me.
Well, we don't know what it is, but he gets part way up and then suddenly these people do come out and they want him to get off and he has to climb down. So, you know, it's got to have some kind of sensors on there. If that's what, we don't know, but that's there. You'd like to say to Wise Up, Reba!
Yeah, but we get holes in, like rebar holes in these as we carry on. So yeah, it's just, you know, whether we'll get another strike for showing this, exposing it, I don't know.
Look at that.
Yeah.
No, we won't.
Are we just taking everyone?
There you go. Look, there it
See how it's
is.
bending?
Oh, that's his GoPro camera that's done that. It's straight.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Look, we
Not.
just...
I'm not going to argue. I'll let the people decide on that.
There you go. It's straight.
Yeah, but it's bending over.
Oh, what? To the left, you mean?
Like a bridge. So what? It was
Let's have a
holding in a rock that was there because it's got a bent shape.
The only thing is he's got a GoPro camera.
Doesn't matter.
It bends the picture.
You know, that's because it's a fisheye lens. It ain't going to do that.
That's what fisheye lens does.
I know, but it does. It won't do it as prominent as that.
Well, it doesn't do it on slow motion. Here we go. Here we go. That's the GoPro.
Put in your fancy now. Look at
It can't bend the other
Look
way.
at the shadow. Come on now.
Okay, yes,
You know
it's-
flat Earth. Don't be talking silly. Come on.
That's nothing to do with flat Earth, but yeah.
It is.
So it might be
no
still
round
affected
lenses.
a bit with the GoPro, but
Let's just say it should not.
it's leaning
be
to the
there.
left.
It should not be there.
Yeah, so why do you think it's there then, Mickey? Stop having a go at me. We're having an argument on the recording.
Because it shouldn't be
Yeah, all right.
there.
But why do you think that? What do you think it is then?
What's your thoughts, everyone?
Oh my God! We get this far and then you.
Well, you know what I've just said.
You coward!
I've said what it could be, what it can't be. Come on.
Look, Mickey. See,
Anyone with a mind of knowledge will know what that is.
when you look at all this stuff, when he's climbing up, you just think, what a load of rubbish. But there's another part. When you're so higgledy-pickledy, it's got holes all over the place. If it rains, it will leak. I'm telling you, the whole thing will leak. But
say them more. Come on.
You've got this formation here and formation here, and when you think that this is quite uniformed around it, that makes it magnificent. But it kind of isn't, because it's just rubble.
Yeah.
And it's all sorts of different sizes. Nothing's the same size. With loads of holes in it.
Yeah, that's where.
There's holes everywhere, and it's just.
Yeah, very precise holes, like nicely rounded, like they've been drilled.
Yeah, we're just moving on. I mean, look at it. Different. Oh yes, look at that piece sticking out there.
Very nice.
I don't know what bit's just sticking out because it's
all.
It's all weird. It's all. It's not. It's not as wonderful as it looks, but it is wonderful. Because how could you do all this? But it is broken as well. So, what would it have looked like before it was broken?
Before they destroyed it.
I mean, when you look at it, you think, "Oh, look, what's she doing? She's being silly." And he was walking up the edge, and it was really strange because it was quite straight up, and you couldn't through his camera. The camera didn't see the rest of the pyramid; it just saw the edge of the pyramid.
You basically, they've one of the holes.
There's holes everywhere.
Just a bit too round.
There's another one down. Oh, let's go back because that was a good one. Hang on, let's go back.
This is where you spotted them all. The rebar holes.
Down the bottom, down the
Just
bottom.
rotted away, innit? If you poke your finger through there, I'm sure you'll feel something.
Another hole. Look, there's a hole. These are like, this is.
Yeah, there's a hell of a lot of.
There's all this. There's gaps. You know, they said you couldn't put. They're so neatly put together. You couldn't put a card between them. Well, I don't think so.
There's one where I said you could actually crawl through it if you wanted to. That big.
Look, there's another one.
Yeah. But when you've got earth pokes and that.
Oh, but this is my favourite bit. This bit's kind of grabbed me. I never noticed all the lines, and you can actually see that this one is built down a bit.
Water level.
Yeah.
Down to water level.
The boxes and things. Oh, now the Ellie must be going out, and the dog's going to have a fit. Oh my God! I'm going out. Come on in. Yeah, Floss is a bit noisy. She's been going out loads.
Yeah, you think she never got out?
Yeah, Mickey, it'd be really great if. It's such a shame we can't record what Floss looks like when a dog goes past and the window's open. It's so funny. Anyway, look at all those. Look at all those. I'm just quite amazed at that. You know, like all this, and it's all. There's more of it.
Yes.
Some of it goes into the more desert bit, but. It's looking a bit more magnificent, I think, when you see it like this. But this is all rubble and everything. But it's so amazing. I never realised it had so much of... Out here, see? They're out here.
Keeping something in.
That's another reason why they wouldn't want you to probably go up the pyramids, because up there you see it, and down here you don't see so much of this uniform stuff on the ground.
Exactly, love, exactly. We're lucky we've got Google Maps. There's a little bit more. You know, only if you're looking for that type of stuff. You know, looking for certain.
But it's better when someone's been there, isn't it?
Not unless what's her name is running after saying, "I've got your dog lead."
No, because she went out with her dog lead. Anyway, put the recording back on. Yeah, in fact, the bit where we're saying that you can't see the other pyramid, we might... Oh, hopefully, let's just hope it shows it again. Or we're going back, because I saw it there, and I might have just... You know, there. There is the other pyramid. You can just see. Let's see if we can zoom in.
Just a degree off, isn't it?
But only a little bit. Oh, she's got the lead.
That's his degree, isn't it?
There is the other pyramid.
Degree off centre.
So you see it now, Mickey?
Spotted it earlier.
Yeah, there it is. So there's the third pyramid. Just a little bit. So I'm glad that he went up that side of it then for us to see that, because you know, we wanted to know if you could or couldn't. Now we know that it is hidden, because our videos have been a bit about why can't you see the third pyramid, either end. And you think this is the little pyramid, so if you were standing on the right bit on this one, you'd see much more of it, wouldn't you? Whatever, it's still, because that one's a bit bigger.
It's where it's off centre, isn't it? It's the degree off centre. Yeah, not that Orion's belt.
Yeah. Anyway,
what's strange is when they said, do we have centre on the third pyramid, you can't see that.
It was strange because you think there's 3 there, but that's the other bit that's quite interesting.
They need to dig that sand away,
isn't it, Nicky?
They need to dig that sand out of that canal, I'm telling you.
Yeah, but this goes to that graveyard.
That goes straight to the Nile, that does.
That goes to the graveyard in the town.
Like I said, they're probably covering something there. And look how green the graveyard
What's
is.
that then? Here, something's happened here.
Remember I said about the green? Look at the graveyard. Old trees they are, with water. So literally, like I say, this is possession, bringing in the water from the Nile. Yeah. So they need to uncover this, which they won't.
And here, look, something's happened here.
Yes, definitely. The sand's a great cover.
Sometimes we don't notice these things, and I don't notice things, and then you watch it again and you think, well, why didn't I see that in the first place? Look at it all. Anyway, he's overjoyed that he's up there.
It looked almost like a lock, that long one.
There's that pyramid again, just.
Yeah, and the boundaries.
I still think that is amazing.
You know, it almost looks like a lock, doesn't it? You know, we had the water build up right here. Yeah, very strange looking.
It's a shame they've uncovered some of it, but not all of it. And these were different. Triangle, that shape, and a different one with maybe something different here.
Step pyramids, they're called, aren't they?
Maybe there was animals on it. Maybe that's why they had to knock them off.
Yeah, never we said here. It's like on this part here.
Was he a lion or something?
It's like garage. But no, they're all different shapes. So, you know, obviously they make different charge, I suppose.
Yeah. And then, you know, he gets to the top and then he starts coming down. But you see, is that the one he said had been cut?
Bit of mine cut, isn't it?
Is that the one he said had been cut?
Yeah, so someone's...
But they're not fitted together, like they're so airtight. You couldn't stick a card in it.
No.
They're all like
rebar holding together.
You look at it and then you think, well, look, that bit of stone's been stuffed onto that one, so they didn't find a big enough stone to go from here to here. And you see these bits, they all stick in, and you know, from down there it looks great, but up here it just looks like a load of rubbish. I mean, that's why we made the video. I don't know if I can just find it now, because it would be in this bit here. There's your rebar. Rebar, wise up.
Well, it's still binding. Not rebar. Still binding.
This stuff's funny, isn't it? This stuff. Looks like it's volcanic or something.
You know. Do you know, it's easier to carry sand than it is to carry the bricks. You know, make the bricks where you are with the sand. You know, just sand in a bucket, up you go in a line. Yeah. Progression. Yeah. Like Egyptians.
Yeah, well, I'm not finding that, because you see, I can't copy the whole of this guy's videos because he'll give me a strike. But we just wanted to point, because he pointed out the bit with the rebar. I'm sure he'd be happy if we were asked to do that bit and promote his channel.
YouTube, though. Oh, come on back, Karen.
But you see holes here, and you know, that's what we're seeing. And I love the view he gets from up there of the whole complex. Like, yeah, see holes, and you know, I'm just showing you a little bit. There's a hole there, and there's holes here. If it rains, it's gonna flood. It is like some jockey got up there and did a botch job.
Cowboy. Because
if it was not how it was built, why is it all like this now? Wouldn't it, if you said earthquakes and that, wouldn't this have all fallen over?
Anything man-made rots over time, doesn't it? Never lasts forever.
Wouldn't all this have fallen over?
No.
No, if it wasn't built well in the first place, this would have fallen over. So why is it all built like some jockey's gone up there and slapped it all about? Oh, that'll do. Well, they won't notice that down there.
You'll even see plastering work on here, babe. I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying.
Just
You
even
know,
on the
when you're
side
walking
there.
up, this is a bit like someone slapped in some
Isn't it?
cement
So
here, but it's old.
it's
And then
so
up here
wrong.
there'll be like some stones
Pouring
stuffed
it in.
in, and then there's a hole, and then
Pour it in there.
it's
That's
just
what they're doing.
rubbish, and it's just rubble everywhere.
Sorry, Egyptian antiquity. But you are full of.
You know, you have to go and watch it on his one. You can see it for yourself, or pick any of the ones that are going up. You know, it's just full of rubbish. Like, you know, that one's like quite whatever, made quite in a nice shape,
Yeah, you
and
came out there.
there's like writing going across there. But look, it's got holes in it, and then it's built on like. It's almost as if it is built. These things are built out, and then that one's built on, and it's like it's not like they're. Oh, thanks, Mickey. He keeps knocking the microphone off. It's not like they're balancing, but nothing is as I don't know. It's just bits of rubble everywhere.
Yeah, a bit like the last one.
It's like it's broken. But like here, see that? Oh well, look, that sticks out. We haven't got a bit. This bit, so we'll stick those bits in. So these look quite big, but why? Why on this one?
Like a lintel, isn't it?
These ones are quite uniformed, I suppose. Oh, the camera's gone. He's climbing. And then these ones aren't. They're all different shapes. And this is actually looking down the pyramid, but you can't make any definition of everything. You see, that's weird. He's looking down the pyramid. He's not on the edge, is he? This is the pyramid, but there's no levels. That's really weird. I don't know what that's about. But these, I'm in love with how I've seen that, because I feel the whole complex has been made by people with a lot more technology than we ever had. But I don't really understand why. See, there you go. This is the pyramid again. So you've just seen these blocks, and then there's this thing that looks like it's got a face sticking out. And some of them are shaped in a certain shapes to give. They're weird, some of the stones.
Deterioration.
It's him looking around. Just amazing. Anyway, we're finishing this nest. I like that. And you can see like different level, and it is good to see it. But you've got this and this, and this looks different to this. I mean, why? They're next to each other. What, is some of it weathered better than others? Anyway, I'm just clicking through. Anyway, we're going to finish on the Reba.
It's binding.
It's Mickey's day. Seen a bit of Reba.
Well, I saw it years ago, but now it's made my daily show. I just hope YouTube don't go.
Well, we've made this 19 minutes long now, Mickey.
That's good.
Right.
Yeah.
We're finishing this bit.
Yeah.
Reba. Anyway, we've now got pictures of the restaurant, and the pyramids look quite close. In that picture, they're almost the same size, and me and Mickey almost didn't notice the two little ones in there. It almost looked like one pyramid. That's another little anomaly, but there are 3 pyramids there. But you see that whole picture is a lie, because the one on the end's a quarter of the size of those two. The only thing is, Angel said about how it works. It works inside, the levels are all the same, how it works between themselves. But we're looking now at some pyramids on that plateau, because that thing's amazing. And it looks like it's built up a bit. So I didn't see how the water would be up there. It'd be further down and underneath. I don't think it had water around it. Except the middle one has something, because it's built down. So that one might have water on it. I don't know. Angel said positive, neutral and negative. But back to that picture, because that picture's just not right. Because it's that small. It's a quarter of the size of the other ones. That's crazy, isn't it, though, Mickey? Making it believe that it's as big as the others when it's nowhere near the same size.
True, my dear.
Yeah, but that's what they do to us. They have to lie, and then there's more lies. It's always lies, or they always have to fabricate the thing. But anyway, this bit's finishing. We've had to break in again, haven't we, Mickey?
Yeah, thank you, Jukes.
Yeah, on to the next bit. So, the pyramids.
There they
Cool,
are.
look, some sliding just happened there.
What's happened there?
Slid. It slid. Oh, look, we're taping it. Wonder what that is there, Mickey. Look.
You just zoom in.
Oh, right, I was going to zoom
Could be
in.
stretching the Google, stretching the land, you know. Oh, bit of dry. Sand's popped in there for a bit. Near crops. Put boundary walls
Come
up
on.
stop the sand going in.
Come on. I think it's just a road with buildings, but it just looks a bit weird over that bit there. But it still looks like slippage, but we haven't got time to go and have a look. We're trying to find the pyramids. So I said they were over here, so they're not over here.
Not on the left, no, right, no. On the left.
Here they are.
No.
There we go. Right, so
There they go. Yeah?
is that them there?
Should be. Have a butcher's.
So there we are up here, right? So when I said the Pyramid Gardens, it was there then, Mickey. There you go. So it did have the pyramids. You said, oh, no, it's not there.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
Recorded.
Oh, look, it's got a... Oh, look, Mickey. Right next to them is computer chip again. Old computer chip. Whoa, look at that.
Young or old?
Old computer chip.
Is it young or old?
Well, it looks like there's probably no one's living there. Look.
Maybe what we said.
And then
Covering up.
pyramids are in here. There they are. 1, 2, 3. And then you come down here. Well, come on, you're not that far away. Oh, here we are.
That's the other ones.
You reckon it is? So zoom in.
These ones here.
Oh, yeah.
The ones that are not marked.
So what's that one then?
That's a different one. Right,
Well, they don't really talk about these ones then, do they? Oh,
Exactly.
look.
They're my ones. They still haven't talked about.
How big do you reckon they are? They don't look that big though, do they?
They're giving me like the orange belt yet again, but we've got another one here with the possession line going across. Going
They
to
can't
the
see
Nile.
your finger, Mickey.
I know, but I'm pointing to you, so you can go there. Thank you.
Oh,
As you
yeah.
see here. Yeah.
This
That'll be
bit-
water
So
channel.
just in our video, we've got this when they're on the top of the pyramid.
Mhm.
But it doesn't look that big though, does it?
It's a shame.
Or is it? It's just that, I don't know, how big do you reckon that one is then?
As big as the one the fella was climbing, really. Not like the Great Pyramid.
You can't get down there, can you?
It's like the Black Pyramid, you know.
We've got the little man. What's he going to do?
Yeah.
Look, he's on there. Hello, little man.
He won't do nothing. But yeah, again, you know, the possession here.
Mmm.
Something's coming from the Nile. Yeah. Water level. Yeah, again.
Oh, it's doing something. Oh no, he's gone back now. But there you go. I mean, you said that's a canal, but look, that looks
I'm
like
not saying it's a
stone.
canal, it's like a possession, but where water could be channeled from, because you're closer to the Nile. So yeah, again, we're getting green here. These trees need water. Yeah. We're getting
Wonder what that bit
it's like
is.
getting close to the source. Yeah, again, the house is built all over it. You know, destroying its real, what it really is again, to where it's going.
So, pyramid
Where it leads, you know.
of Sharu.
It could be Shafi.
And there's another one.
Got glass in them.
Is that one there and one there?
Well, they're talking about these ones.
It's
The
just
ones
a
they
bit.
want- the ones they want you to know. Yeah. They're putting on names to it now. Yeah, it's not.
Number 25 pyramid.
Hmm.
Did you see that? There's another one. They're
Yeah.
called pyramids.
You see how they're set off yet again?
Well, it's giving you a structure, isn't it? Look.
Yeah. Go on to picture. Oh, that's a good point actually.
Oh, we can see this
yes,
one.
Yes. Forgetting about this.
Is it going to let us? Come on. I've pressed you. Oh, it's going to come
Here we
up on the
go.
left. Hang on a second.
Press on the. Oh, hello.
Oh, look at that.
That sounds come through that cap there and that.
These are quite big, these ones. So let's look at this one. These are the pictures that they have with it. Oh, look.
They're like sandbags. Piled up. Mm.
But it's quite big. I mean, that's not... Oh, wow, what's that?
Again, isn't it? Getting down there to the water level.
That one's blurry. Cool, look at that one.
Oh my god, is that all dirt and stuff?
Oh, how horrible is that?
Even on the other side as well. Oh, fuck. There's something blocking there, look. What's in the block?
I'm just going... Oh my god, it's so difficult to go through the pictures. These are the pictures that are accompanying... Oh, we've done that one. These are the pictures that are accompanying, but the thing's a bit temperamental, isn't it, Mickey? Let's keep going. Oh, that's a good picture. Wow, they're quite big.
Yeah, you can see they've been set up, innit?
Wow.
They've been put there deliberately. It's like a building site again.
Look at that.
We'll place these here.
But these look, has it got tree, I don't know, rubble. Look at this.
Yeah, let's place this here, innit? It's like
Oh
a
my
builder's
god,
yard.
that is the most... Thank you, Frank Engel.
Yeah, it's like a builder's yard.
It's a
innit?
little bit bigger, the picture, but yeah, look at that. They're quite big. What is this? Look, it's got its two... Oh,
More
that
like
is such a good picture.
a nice builder's
And
yard.
they're big.
Hickledy-pickledy, I'd say. Made
Really?
them look like that.
Have you done that one?
Ooh, that's a bit.
Higgledy-piggledy. Look at it all.
Different side, look.
Infill. It's always got to have about half a dozen different things in there. Can't just have one thing. Oh, look at this one.
That's the one we went before.
Have we?
Yeah, 3 times.
Oh, I don't know how to...
There's only 15 pictures.
But the best one, oh my god, that was amazing. Let's just try and go back up. I can't do it. Let's get out. So now we know anyway that these two are big. They are big. I wonder if there's any more. How did we get them to come up before?
Come up.
Oh, here we go. Do you want to see from there to see what's around?
It's on ground, isn't it?
Because there's another one. What is that? Okay. All right. So, little man, you're a naughty little man. You could have shown me some pictures. Naughty little man. He didn't help at all. Oh. Right. Cool. They're showing that one as well.
Yeah, Sun and Moon Temple. Isn't it? Masons. Illuminati.
They just whizzed through all the pictures, so... Cool. We're actually at the end, but we're going the other way. It's so temperamental. Let's see what that one is. Right, let's start going back up. Oh! That one looks much neat. Whatever they're climbing on's neater than what we've just seen.
Piled in.
Well, I'm glad that Well, there's a picture like, so these things are big. Look at that.
They're for tourists.
Oh, we're trying to go back up now. Come on. Come on. That's a nice one.
All made up. It's a bit made up, isn't it?
I suppose.
Like the big temples.
Oh, look at that, Mickey. Ooh.
What could that be?
Right, we're back at the top now. So we look at that one with these two, and obviously it's obviously lower down because there's some kind of entrance there. I'm just going through the photographs. It's quite difficult. I was trying to. Oh, I know what we've got. I think we've. Oh, there's one. There you go, Mickey. Destroyed though.
Looks a bit like Libya. Didn't you see?
Cool, there you go. There's another good one.
Yeah, looks a bit like Libya. The desert we done. Right? Exactly.
Oh, there you go. Oh, what's that there? There's two more there, look.
That's the big ones. That's the main one, tourist ones. That's our ones, those, yeah.
Oh, what? Those are the Giza ones, and then
Yeah.
these. Oh, right. I see.
Yeah,
I see. I
that's our
see.
ones,
Well, they never talk about these ones, then, do they? Why don't they?
yeah.
How can they not talk about these ones?
They don't make money, do they?
Well, of course they would. They're part of the other lot.
Yeah, but you can't go in, you can't ride a camel around them.
Could you?
It's just, it's because it's like a, you know, it's not. The Egyptians there are not. People there are not interested in the pyramids. They just want the money. They're squatters. They're not treating it. They're not uncovering everything for everyone to see. Yeah, and that's the real shame of it. You know? I just pick on those three pyramids. What about the rest of them? Yeah, open them up. And they won't. Too revealing.
So what's this then?
Yeah.
Oh wow! Look at that then. Okay, we're sticking this bit in. Just can't believe that they don't put these in with the other ones. Thanks for that, Mickey.
I think you can.
3. Here we go. We're on now. So there's a good picture there of all the pyramids, the Giza ones and the other ones, which they don't talk about, do they, Mickey?
No, not at all. No.
So we have to have a microphone problem now, or a hissing problem. So I'm just going to finish the video off that. This bit here shows different heights. So the water wouldn't be up there, it'd be down, because it can't go, well, you know, how much water and height, there's a bit of height there. So, you know, we notice quite a lot of things, you know, that there's lines, you know, that make rectangles. 2 of the pyramids have definitely got these box things around them, and then there's another box, but the 3rd pyramid didn't, did it, Mickey? And then they all say they're gravestones, or maybe look like battery packs, and they've all been broken into except the grave.